The Batman Part 2 gets delayed yet again. It's kind of comical at this point. It's becoming the next Blade, where I just don't know if it's ever going to come out. However, at least that's what I thought until this latest article, which essentially was stating that the reason why this movie keeps getting pushed back is not because Matt Reeves is taking his time writing, it's not because he's lazy, it's not because Robert Pattinson and him are arguing, it's not because he's going head to head with James Gunn on their version of Batman. It could be because Matt Reeves is dealing with a medical crisis in his family. Whether it be with him or somebody close to him, he's choosing to focus more so on being present as a family member, whether it be, again, for his own health or somebody that he cares about, rather than focusing on getting a Batman Part 2 off the ground. And if that's the case, I think everyone on the planet would be more understanding, but the reason why there's so much skepticism and anger towards it is because why wouldn't you just tell us? Not that I think that they need to be completely transparent and public with what he's going through, but a simple, hey, Matt Reeves is going through a lot right now. He has a lot of medical problems that he's battling, and he's just taking his time to try and get better so that he could be 100% when he comes back to make the Batman Part 2. There are plenty of times when famous basketball players hurt their ankle, and the news is like, yeah, they hurt their ankle, so they're not going to be in the next 6 games, and they have no problem doing it with athletes. I just don't understand why they won't come out and just be transparent with us about what's going on. You don't have to air out his dirty laundry and tell us like, oh yeah, he's got a fungus on his feet and he can't walk. So, you don't have to be specific about it. Just elaborate with us. Be a little transparent with us and let us know like, hey, we really are looking forward to getting the Batman Part 2 to you in theaters for you guys to watch. We're as excited as you are, but the architect of it all is very sick. And in order for us to give you the best possible version of that film, we need to let him get better. I think all of us at the end of the day, if we heard that, would be like, okay, of course, you're right. His health is most important. As long as we get it down the line, let him take his time and get better. The caveat to that, however, is the movie came out 3-4 years ago. This was supposed to be a franchise where Batman grew into the role of being the grizzled veteran that he becomes, but by the time they start shooting, Robert Pattinson's going to be a much older Batman, and not only that, it's going to be like a 5 to 6 year gap in between films, and are a lot of people going to care by that point? And they could only put off making a Batman for the new DCU in James Gunn's universe for so long before DC is like, we need a Batman to be in the Justice League. And we don't have one yet because we've been waiting for Matt Reeves to be in it. And it's been 5 years and Matt still isn't better. He's still not ready. So one of two things is going to happen. Either it's going to get canceled and they're just going to go ahead and making a new Batman, hopefully with either Alan Richardson or Brandon Sklenar, but we'll see. Or they're going to hire somebody else to come in, take the script that Matt already laid the groundwork for, finish it up, and hire a new director to just move along with the project. And I think at that point, Matt Reeves is going to have to understand. Now, do I want that to happen? No. It's kind of like when James Gunn got fired from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Marvel tried finding other directors to come in and fill the role, and they were all like, no, that's James Gunn's baby. We don't want to touch that. That is his style. His heart is in that. We don't want any part of it. I could see a lot of people doing that, but I really don't see what other choice Warner Brothers has at this point. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you okay with somebody else coming in and taking on the reins of the Batman Part 2 if Matt Reeves isn't up to the task to do it? Or are you okay with waiting another year or so for him to get better, or for whoever in his family is sick to get better, to get a Batman Part 2? Or are you okay with them just being done with it, even after the cliffhanger of the Penguin? That's what kills me, is because I wanted to see the events that lead after the Penguin. I want to see a showdown between the Penguin and Batman, but we might not get it. But maybe you don't care. Maybe you just want to see the new version of Batman. You want to see a Batman that takes place in the more fantastical world where he has villains like Two-Face and Clayface, which are things we probably weren't going to get in the more grounded Matt Reeves version. Let's talk about it in the comments down below, guys. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you next time.